Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm here with my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. I am so sorry that this video is so late. This should have been up like about a week ago, and I apologize. I honestly, okay, two things. One, I've been super busy that it crossed my mind, but I was like, like they don't really want to see that. Some people were asking me, are you going to put up your VIB recommendations? And I was like, I don't even think I have that many products because I use a lot of drugstore makeup products, not just for my YouTube videos, but also in general in my everyday makeup routine. So I really didn't honestly think that I had enough products for an entire video. And then I was looking through my makeup and I'm like, wait, I do. I actually use more high-end makeup than what I thought. I tried not to include an overwhelming amount of products because I didn't want this video to be too overwhelming, but really just like my standout high-end makeup products. Some of them I've been loving, others I've been loving for a little bit longer, and you guys have heard me talk about them before. So I do hope this video is helpful regardless of the sale or not. Maybe if you just want to treat yourself and splurge, hopefully this video can be helpful if you decide to go back to it and reference the products that I really love. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to grab a snack, and let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna start with face products. So I have been absolutely loving the Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut Water. I love the original Smashbox Primer Water. I think it just really comes down to personal preference. Wait, is this one even sold on, let me check. I don't want to be like recommending something that isn't even sold. I'm literally going on my computer right now and making sure that they have that one. Hold on. Okay, we're good. They do sell it on Sephora because I got mine at Ulta when it first came out and I wasn't sure if it was sold at Sephora. But anyways, yes, the Smashbox Coconut Water. This is actually a collab with Nicole Concealio, which is awesome. I love when I see collaborations with other YouTubers. I love the smell of coconut, and I actually lost this for a little bit. Like I used it a couple times and then I didn't know where it was, and I recently just found it again and I'm like, yes, because I'm obsessed with coconut, especially like when it starts to get like really warm outside, spring, summer. Realistically, I love these type of scents all year round because it just gives me that summer vibe. So this Smashbox Primer Water is great if you love that scent. They also have other scents as well, and the original is also great. I love this before and after my makeup. I feel like whenever I use my primer water, I see such a difference in my makeup. It just makes everything melt and just look better in the skin. So I know a lot of people think these are a gimmick. I used to think this was a gimmick until I stopped using it for a little bit and I was like, wait, I need it. So these are great. Whichever one you get, they're both the same thing except just one is scented. I think if you have dry or oily skin, these are a must in your collection. So let's move into foundations. These are two of my favorite high-end foundations that I've been absolutely loving. The first one is the Georgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. You guys already know this is such a staple in the YouTube world. Everybody uses and loves this foundation. I honestly didn't think that I needed the foundation, and then I purchased it and I'm like, okay, I'm in love. I'm actually wearing it today. It just makes your skin look so porcelain and so pretty. I know that it can be kind of scary trying out foundations that say luminous, but this one, it looks so beautiful. Like it's not overwhelmingly dewy. It's not even dewy. It's kind of just like very like a light luminosity, but it gives you really, really great coverage. I usually use maybe like 2.5 pumps of this for my entire face, and it looks so good. Like I'm literally obsessed with this. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It doesn't make me excessively oily, but it still looks like so beautiful by the end of the day. So it has a really good lasting power regardless if you wear primer or not, because I do sometimes not use primer and it still looks really beautiful. So I have this one in number 6 and it matches me currently perfectly, like perfection, and it comes with a pump. So yes, I know this is very pricey, but I'm telling you, if you are going to an event or maybe you have like graduation pictures or a wedding or something, I think this is going to be a beautiful foundation. I'm probably going to use this for my graduation just because I love the way it makes my skin looks really beautiful in pictures, and it's just a porcelain foundation. Another foundation that I really, really like that's a little bit, I don't want to say more affordable, but it's a little cheaper than that one, is the Bareminerals Bare Pro. This is amazing. I really like this foundation because it also does give me really good coverage, but it's a little bit more of an everyday lightweight foundation. Like I personally would not wear the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk every single day just because it is so expensive. I kind of like to save it for, you know, if I'm feeling a little spicy. I think if you have dry skin, you would really like this just because it gives you that great coverage, but it really does look like skin. It's kind of like your skin, but better. It doesn't really feel like you're wearing a lot of foundation, because whether you're doing something really lightweight or a little bit more dramatic, it looks beautiful on the skin, and it's kind of just like one of those skin-like foundations. This one is medium to buildable coverage, whereas the Giorgio Armani one, I would say, is definitely more full coverage right off the bat. So I think it's about personal preference, and if you want something a little bit more lightweight, this is great for every single day. And if you have dry skin, I think you would love it. Oh, I almost forgot about about this primer. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. Packaging is really cute. I love the fact that it does come with like a squeezy tube. That's really convenient. And I love this primer. It's really hydrating, gives you that luminosity. It kind of reminds me of the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, but I feel like this one's a tad bit more hydrating, and it just makes your skin look so gorgeous. You could use this on its own. You can use this with foundation. You can mix it with a BB cream. Really, it doesn't matter how you use it. It's going to look beautiful on the skin. It doesn't have any nasty glitter chunks or anything in it. It just literally is like glowy and beautiful, and I'm obsessed. I love Dr. Brandt primers because they really work super well with my skin. I also love the Pores No More for filling in the pores. That one is amazing, and I think this one is just really nice just for that extra. I think this one's just really nice for that extra glow and hydration. And I cannot forget about the Erborian CC cream. I did a dedicated video with this and I'm obsessed. If you want full coverage, get the Giorgio Armani. If you want everyday coverage, get the Bareminerals. If you want really, really light coverage, you're not about that medium to full coverage life, you will love this. Now you guys know I love full coverage. I'm all about that glam look, but I love this for those very minimal makeup days. If you're in a rush, I think this is gonna be your best friend. This is really cool because when you first apply it, it looks like a lotion. Let me just show you. It literally looks like a white luminizing primer, but then once you start blending it into your skin, you see how white that is? It turns into your skin color. And what I really like about this is that you don't have to use this with a sponge or a beauty blender or a brush. You can use this with your fingers if you're really in a rush and just blend it in, and it'll really melt the product and look really, really natural in the skin. Kind of smells like a moisturizer too, which I really like. It's really hydrating. It makes your skin look beautiful, but I will warn you, this doesn't have coverage. It doesn't really give you medium to full coverage. I would say this is definitely light coverage. So I feel like it's just a really great CC cream for those people who are just in a rush. You want something really light. You want something that's gonna just kind of make you look like you're glowing from within and like your skin is just naturally really perfect and pretty. And then I think this would be really great. If you have a lot of acne, I would not recommend this because again, it's not gonna really cover anything up. But if you don't, or if you just want something really lightweight, you would love it, and I'm obsessed with it. I want to talk about two concealers. So I know I talked about this in my last VIB recommendations that I did last year, but I love this concealer. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I have this one in the shade Custard. This is perfection. I've been using this actually for like the past month and a half. I kind of like stopped using it for a little bit because I'm always trying out new makeup, and sometimes I go back to older favorites and stuff, but I've been using this maybe for even longer to carve out my brows, to prime my lids, and oftentimes I will also use it underneath my eyes. It's kind of like a 3-in-1 concealer. What I really love about it is the fact that yes, it comes in a pot, and you can see I've literally used almost all of it. Kind of looks like a MAC paint pot just by the packaging, but I love this concealer. I obviously need to stock up, and I love it so much because it really is a soft matte concealer. When you do apply it underneath your eyes, you are going to get like that soft powder finish. It's not going to be drying, but it is on the matte side. So if you have a severely dry under eye area, I probably wouldn't recommend this concealer just because it does have that matte finish. It sort of has a finish very similar to Tarte Shape Tape, which I personally love just because I don't really have a dry under eye area. But I just love the versatility of this concealer because you can use it to, like I said, clean up your brows, prime, and conceal all in one. So it's kind of like you're getting 3 things in one for your money. And this little pot lasts a really long time, and you guys know I'm very heavy-handed and I use a lot of product when I do my makeup, so this is great, totally worth it. I love the formula and the finish of it. So overall, I just love this concealer. And if you don't want something like that and you want something a little bit more hydrating, I've also been loving the Bareminerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. I love this. This really does feel like you're applying some sort of serum, something really hydrating underneath the eyes. It feels so, so good, and it's extremely hydrating. So if you have very dry under eyes, I think you would love this. I do love the coverage of it as well. It has a really, really nice medium coverage, and it just looks very natural underneath. Again, going with the whole Bareminerals Bare Pro line, I've been loving it because it looks like skin, but you're still getting that balm coverage, and the formula of this is just so, so creamy. Like, I'm obsessed with it. Okay, for powder, I've talked about this like a million times on my channel. I just can't get enough of it. This is the Sephora Microsmooth powder. This is everything. If you guys don't own this powder, you need it. Whether you have dry skin, oily skin, combo skin, normal skin, you need this powder in your life. You can use this to set your face or to set your under eye area because the formula is so soft. Like, so micro smooth, just like the name of it. I currently use the shade Claire Light 15, and I just love the finish of this because it really melts into the skin. It's so weird how this can set your makeup but still look like you didn't set your makeup, because the finish of it is just really so smooth and seamless that it looks like just absolutely flawless. This is just a really great powder. I used to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish all the time when I was younger in high school, and when I discovered this, I thought that this was honestly better than that one, just because I feel like it melts into the skin a little bit better and it never looks cakey no matter how much you put on. So I personally really like to set my face with this. Since it is so smooth, when I go to apply my bronzer and my blush, I feel like it just looks very seamless. So I really love this. I always go back to it, and I can't get enough of this powder. It's amazing. So the packaging is very similar honestly to the MAC one, but I believe this is a little bit cheaper just because it is from the Sephora collection and I live for it. For bronzer, I love bronzer, you guys didn't know that, but I wanted to just really narrow it down to one palette that I use constantly and that I really always see myself kind of gravitating towards no matter what kind of look I'm doing, and that's the Tarte Park Ave Princess palette. This is amazing. It comes with so many different shades. You can see you get 4 bronzer shades and 2 really light colors right here. This is just a really great all-around palette to have in your collection if you want to bronze the skin or contour. I really like the fact that the bronzers are so warm and they are matte, and honestly these smell like chocolate. Like, this smells like a Too Faced palette, which I personally really like. And these shades right here are really nice for cleaning up your contour, or really if you want that bright under eye look, if you want to clean anything up. This is just all around a really great palette, and you can see the packaging of it is so luxurious. Why is the heater coming on? What the hell? Hold on, I gotta turn that off because it's gonna be annoying. I thought I turned off my heater before I filmed, but I guess I didn't turn it down all the way, so okay. Moving on. Okay, yes, the the Park Ave Princess palette. It's just amazing. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. It's so smooth, it's buttery. I'm wearing it today and I personally just can't get enough of it. Ever since I started using it, I honestly fell in love with it, and I usually know when I like palettes like this or bronzers just by the way that they blend on the skin and just by the way that they wear throughout the day. This bronzer lasts all day. Like, no matter how long you're wearing your makeup, it's gonna be there by the end of the day. So just a great palette. I love it, and I think for the price you can't beat it just because you get so much. And I'm surprised actually that I haven't hit pan on this because I go ham with the bronzer and I use a lot of product, and like I said, I've been using it constantly, so the money, it goes a long way. Let's talk about Anastasia. I love the Anastasia blush trio. I think you guys are probably tired of me talking about this because I raved about this like all last year when I first discovered this. I love Anastasia blushes because they really look so natural and they give you that natural wash of color. It's not blotchy. It just looks so good on the skin. Like, it doesn't look like you're wearing blush, but it kind of looks like you're blushing, if that makes sense. Like, it's just so natural and smooth that when you apply it, it's just seamless. So the one that I love is the blush trio in Peachy Love, and you get 3 shades, which are Nectarine, Ginger, and Miami. And the way I use this is I pretty much just mix my brush into all the shades to create my perfect shade, and I love it. Again, I'm wearing this today and I'm just obsessed with Anastasia. I think they have the best formula. And then for highlighter, I've really been loving the Amrezy highlighter. I'm actually wearing it today. When I first used this, I was like, wait, this isn't as intense, but you really have to build it up, I feel like, to get it to be really, really intense. You know, spray your brush with Fix Plus or something, set your face, and then apply the highlighter. This can be very subtle. I know not everybody loves an intense glow, so if you do a little bit, you can get that really soft, pretty, glowy look without it being too intense. But you guys know I love a blinding glow, so I pretty much use a lot of this, but I love everything about this. The color is really nice because it's like an icy golden shade. I feel like swatches don't really do it justice because when you actually have it on your cheeks, you can really see just how pretty and intense it is, and I love the smooth formula. Again, I am not farting, by the way. This is my chair. I'm actually wearing this highlighter all over my face, duh. And I'm also wearing it on the inner part of my lid as well, just as eyeshadow, and it's so pretty. I love this like icy golden champagne glow because it's not too dark on the skin. So like if you're super fair, you can wear this. And if you're really dark, you can wear this because I've seen the lightest and the darkest and medium skin tones wearing this glow, and it's so pretty on the face, and it's just perfection. So I love the color of this. And then another one that I really like if you want to be a little bit more bold, I think you would absolutely love the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Trophy Wife. Oh my gosh, I know this is really crazy. It's like a yellow gold highlighter and it's intense and it does have glitter in it, but I love this. I think especially if you're going out, this is a great glow because it's really going to be intense. It's really going to pop in pictures, and yes, it has that yellowy undertone. You can see it's literally straight up yellow gold, but oh my gosh, this is so pretty on like every skin tone. I've actually worn this when I was at my internship. I remember when I first got my Fenty Beauty stuff, I filmed a video right before I went to my internship because because I had a little bit of extra time that day and I had to go in late, whatever. I put a little bit of Trophy Wife on and I made it wearable for every single day. If you use a little bit, because a little bit is really all you need because the product is just so soft and pigmented that a little bit will go a long way, but you can still make it work. You can even also use this as eyeshadow and everything. So it is a very intense glow, but I do feel like if you're light, if you're dark, you can get away with it. Also, now that we're talking about highlighter, I love the Anastasia A23 brush. This is just so good, and I know a lot of people say it's shed. Mine hasn't shed, and I've had it for a while and I've washed it and I don't have any issues with it, so I don't know. I don't think it's shed. I think it applies your highlighter beautifully and really soft on the skin. Like when you apply it, it just looks so smooth. And I love the size of it because it's perfect for just applying it everywhere, down your nose, on your chin. I really love it. So this is a great brush. I use it all the time, and I know that I have a lot of other brushes that I really like, but I do feel like the quality for this one is just there for me. I love it. For eyes, I really only have 2 palettes that I love. You guys know I love the Modern Renaissance. That's always like gonna be my favorite palette of all time. I'm obsessed with the Modern Renaissance. But if you don't like those orange and red undertones, you're not gonna like that palette, obviously, because it's so warm with like the pinks and the oranges and the reds. So if you want something kind of like that, but a little bit more toned down and neutral, I think you would love the Soft Glam. Soft Glam is what I have on my eyes today. I love this palette. It's so beautiful. I know a lot of people think that this is kind of just like very mediocre. I honestly love almost every single palette that Anastasia comes out with because the shadows are unlike no other. They're buttery, they're soft. The formula and the quality for Anastasia is just, it's there for me, and I love this palette because it's perfect for every day. It's perfect for a night out. If you want to do a look like I did, it's just perfect for it. I think I'm going to do something similar like this for my graduation just because the look is glam. It's still very classic and very wearable, so I love this palette. I also really love the Prism palette. I do think this is worth it. This is a great palette for just like those girls who want a pop of color, but you still want it to be really wearable. That's why I like this palette, because you can make it work. I'll leave my videos that I've done with this palette down below if you guys are interested. I want to do more looks with it just because I think it's so versatile and you can do a lot. So be on the lookout because I will be doing more. This color right here, Throne, is perfection. It's like a green sort of emerald. It kind of reminds me of like a mermaid. Do you see how like that's reflecting? It's so pretty, and it looks just like that on your eyes when you apply it. I was actually looking on Sephora, and this is actually on sale. Like just in general, it's like $31.50, $32 when originally it's $42. So it's already discounted. So if you do decide to get it and you make the sale, I think that'll be an even better value. It's an amazing palette. Yes, I would get both because one has a pop of color, the other one is a little bit more neutral. So it's like, why not get both? For eyeliner, I've really been loving the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. One of my favorite shades that I have is in the shade Mildew. It's like a really pretty green, and I know green's like, what, like are we in Christmas or what? Green really looks so pretty, and they have so many colored eyeliners. That's why I really like this line in general of Urban Decay, because they have the boldest liners, like from pink eyeliners to blues to greens to purples to like just the classic colors, of course, like black and brown and stuff. So I really do like Urban Decay liners. I'm actually wearing it today and I mixed it with some black. But that is the shade Mildew. You can see it's just a really nice classic green. They have a ton of different greens, but I really like this one because it has like a really pretty sheen to it, so it really just adds that little extra pop to your eyes. I think that's pretty much it for the eyes. Are we almost done? Wow. Okay, let's move into lips. Have to give a shout out to the Fenty gloss. Oh my gosh, I love this lip gloss. I'm wearing it today actually. First of all, it smells like fruit punch, which I love because it's like just very sweet, and I love this color on its own with lip liner, with no lip liner, with lipstick, with liquid lipstick. You see it? It's perfect. It makes your lips look wet, juicy, and natural. It's kind of just like that Your Lips But Better look, which I love, and I love this color because it really just is like that natural lip color. Does that make sense? Like, do you see it? Like it's kind of like a rose, but this is like the color of a lot of people's lips. And so when you apply it, it looks so good. This does have little tiny little specks of glitter, but it's not visible, and when you apply it, it's not sticky or chunky. So it feels so soft, and like I love this. I love this especially on like those very light, no makeup days, because again, it just gives your lips that juicy look, but it's still really a natural color on the lips. So it's just a great gloss. I've had this for forever and I still have so much product left. I want to definitely restock on this because I think this is just one of those go-to lip colors that everybody needs to have in their collection, whether you're light, dark, medium, tan, whatever the shade, you need this. So go, add it to your cart right now. For lipsticks, I'm still obsessed with Bite Beauty lipsticks because the longevity of them is out of this world amazing. I'm actually wearing one underneath of the Fenty Beauty gloss. Let me show you guys. I still have the little mini size that I got in here. I used one of the lipsticks completely up. It was in the shade, I think it was Honeycomb. I used that completely up, so I have 3 left in here. They're just like these mini little lipsticks that come in this little case. I want to get full-size lipsticks. I keep procrastinating on it. I keep like forgetting to add it to my cart, but I'm going to be making an order on Sephora this weekend, and so I'm going to be getting these lipsticks. These are the most pigmented, creamy, buttery, long-wearing lipsticks I have ever used to date. Not even kidding. These are incredible. The shade that I'm wearing today is in the shade Sugarcane. Oh my gosh, these lipsticks are incredible. I've never had a lipstick that lasts so long. The shade that I have right here, the red one, is called KN. I remember I wore this around the holidays. I went to like a banquet and everything here at school. Ate, drank, everything. The lip color was still on and it looked so good without even touching up, like for hours. These lipsticks are everything. Like they really do last a super long time, and I love how comfortable they are on the lips because it's a creamy matte shade. So you really don't need to put a gloss or anything over top because they're gonna last on the lips regardless. So I want to get like all of these because I think these are very underrated. So thank you Bite Beauty for creating the most amazing lipstick formula. I'm loving it. All right, last but not least, we have to end on a good note, which is on Drunk Elephant. I know I've watched so many of these videos and I see almost every single person talking about these exact products, and this video is not sponsored, although I really do love Drunk Elephant. Before I started using them, I was like, oh my gosh, like everybody is using them. I was like, what is all the hype about? So I went and I purchased this night serum and I still have it. I'm still using this from the time that I bought it. I think it was like back in September or October. We're in what, April? So it's lasted me a really, really long time because you just need a dime size amount of this to cover your entire face. So yes, this is very expensive. This is like what, almost like $100. I think it's crazy, I know, but it's worth it if you have texture, if you have bumps on your skin, if you really just want that smooth, perfect skin. You need this. You literally need the tiniest pump, like one little pump. Rub it in between your fingers and just apply it on your face. And I usually like to focus most of the product, like when I do apply it to my face, like right down here, because I used to have the worst texture. I really don't see it anymore. I mean, I recently did also get dermaplaning, but even before I got dermaplaning, I noticed that my texture was visibly decreased. Like it was just so smooth, and it's just everything. This is just a really great serum if you have texture, if you have bumps, if you have any type of like skin where it doesn't look smooth. You will love this product. So I use this every single night. Cannot go to bed without using that. Love it. And then I really love the day serum because I feel like the day serum really brightens your face and it just gives you kind of like that radiance, which I personally felt like I needed for a really long time. I felt like my skin was super dull in the past couple years, and so when I started using these Drunk Elephant products, I really do see a huge difference in my skin. I know a lot of you guys tell me all the time that I have really great skin, which I appreciate, but my skin's not perfect, but these products have definitely helped to get it to be, you know, as great as possible. And then this is a more recent discovery for me. I started using this, I would say probably about 2.5 months ago. This is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. This is such a luxurious facial oil, and what I really like about it is that when I wake up, my skin doesn't feel really greasy or oily, even though obviously this is an oil. It feels hydrated, it feels healthy, it feels so plump and moisturized. I don't even know, it's just amazing. So I like to use this usually just on my bare skin, or I'll mix it with my moisturizer before I go to bed, and it's incredible. It's seriously so good. You could mix this with any moisturizer. It doesn't have to be something high-end. You could mix this with your drugstore moisturizer or whatever you use, and it's going to be so luxurious feeling. I've tried other Drunk Elephant products like eye creams and stuff, and I mean, they were nice, but these are the ones that I actually feel like are worth it. If I am splurging or if I'm going to repurchase, I would repurchase these 3 products right here. These are a match made in heaven. Yes, Drunk Elephant is very overhyped, but it's overhyped for a reason. Alright guys, so those are all of my Sephora VIB So recommendations, or my favorite current high-end products that I think are worth a splurge. However you want to look at it, I hope this video was helpful in some way. Please leave me your favorites down below that are high-end that you think are worth the money so that I can add some things to my cart. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all and I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in a few days in my next one. Bye!